The city of Aozora never slept. Neon lights flickered while the rain painted the streets in silver. Kaito, a 16-year-old boy with restless eyes, walked quickly, clutching the strange pocket watch he had found in his grandfather's attic. "Why does this thing make my chest tighten?" he thought, his heart racing. A sudden whisper echoed in his head. "Tick, tock, time waits for no one." Kaito froze, his breath shallow. "Who's there?" His voice cracked with both fear and curiosity. The watch's hands spun wildly, glowing with a bluish light. Kaito gasped, panic rushing through him like fire. His body felt weightless then. Darkness swallowed him whole. When he opened his eyes, he wasn't in the city anymore. He was standing in the middle of a vast forest, the air heavy with mist. His chest rose and fell quickly, his thoughts spinning. This isn't real. It can't be. A figure appeared, a girl with crimson hair and fierce eyes. She looked at him sharply. You don't belong here." Her tone was both warning and concern. Kaito's lips trembled. "Where am I?" The girl's gaze softened. The worry shadowed her expression. "You've entered a time you should never touch, and if you stay, your world may shatter." Kaito's stomach knotted with fear, yet deep inside, excitement sparked. His hands clenched the watch tighter. Maybe this is what I've been waiting for. Kaito's pulse hammered as he stared at the crimson-haired girl. Her presence was sharp, like fire in the mist. "My name is Arya," she finally said, her voice calm but edged with tension. "And if you don't want to vanish, you must hide that watch." Kaito clutched it tighter against his chest. "Why? What's so dangerous about it?" His tone cracked, torn between fear and defiance. Inside, his thoughts screamed, "Why me? Why this watch?" Arya stepped closer, eyes narrowing. "Because that relic doesn't belong to you. It belongs to the Time Warden, and if he finds you, both our worlds will collapse." Her words cut through the silence, leaving Kaito breathless. He swallowed hard, sweat dampening his palms. "Then help me. Please." The desperation in his voice surprised even him. He hated feeling powerless, yet his chest ached with the weight of it. Arya studied him for a long moment, then sighed, her shoulders dropping slightly. "You're reckless, but your fear is real. Fine, I'll guide you, but if you betray me, I won't hesitate to leave you behind." Kaito nodded quickly, a strange warmth rising in his chest, not just fear anymore, but hope. The mist around them thickened suddenly, and distant footsteps echoed like thunder. Arya's expression hardened. "Too late. He's already hunting you." Kaito's heart sank. The glowing watch pulsed against his palm, and for the first time, he wondered if it was alive. Branches cracked under hurried footsteps. Kaito's breath hitched as shadows loomed between the trees. Arya grabbed his wrist, pulling him behind a moss-covered stone wall. Her grip was strong, yet her hand trembled slightly. "She's afraid, too," Kaito realized, his chest tightening. "They're close," she whispered, her crimson eyes darting through the mist. Her voice was steady, but Kaito caught the unease beneath it. A faint, metallic clang echoed. Figures in black armor marched into the clearing, faces hidden, clocks engraved into their breastplates ticking in unison. Kaito's stomach knotted. Who are they?" His voice quivered. "Time Wardens," Arya muttered bitterly. "Servants of the one who rules this era. If they see the watch, they'll tear you apart." Kaito's hands shook. He pressed the glowing watch against his chest, wishing he could silence its pulse. Fear crawled in his veins, but also anger. Why should my life be decided by this thing? Suddenly, one warden paused, turning toward their hiding place. Kaito's breath froze in his throat, panic slamming into his chest. Arya's heart pounded just as loud he could almost feel it through her grip. She leaned close, her whisper fierce. "If they find us, run. Don't look back." Kaito's jaw clenched. "No, I'm not leaving you." His words were raw, filled with stubborn courage he didn't know he had. The warden stepped closer. The air grew heavy. Kaito felt the watch burn in his palm, as though it wanted to awaken. The warden's visor flickered as it scanned the mist. Kaito's chest tightened, every heartbeat loud in his ears. Arya gripped his wrist, her hand firm but trembling. He could feel her fear, though her eyes blazed with focus. Suddenly, the watch in his palm pulsed with violent blue light. Warmth rushed through his veins, making him stagger. The warden snapped its head toward them, releasing a metallic roar that shook the trees. "Run!" Arya shouted, her voice breaking. They tore through the forest, branches clawing at their faces, the wardens thundering behind. Kaito's lungs screamed for air, but adrenaline pushed him on. "I can't stop, not now!" A silver blade sliced past, sparks exploding against a tree. Kaito stumbled, terror flooding his chest. Arya pulled him up, fierce and desperate. "Don't freeze! Fight your fear!" Her fire lit something inside him. He wasn't just running anymore, he wanted to survive. They broke into a clearing bathed in pale moonlight. The watch pulsed faster, almost dragging him forward. Kaito gasped. "It's leading us!" Arya's eyes widened, sweat running down her cheek. "Then trust it. That's our only chance." With fear twisting into defiance, Kaito tightened his grip on the watch and sprinted straight into the light. The forest opened into broken ruins glowing faintly with blue symbols. Kaito staggered forward, chest heaving, the watch pulling him like a heartbeat not his own. Arya caught his arm, eyes sharp though fear lingered in them. From the shadows, a massive figure emerged, armor black as night, a clock carved into his chest, spinning backward. His voice rumbled like thunder. "You dare hold what is mine!" Kaito froze, fear heavy in his chest. "This watch, it chose me?" His voice cracked, but he stood firm. The leader's crimson gaze pierced him. "It chose nothing. You are an intruder. Your existence will be erased." Arya stepped in front of Kaito, trembling yet bold. "Erase him, and you risk the balance. He's here for a reason." The warden laughed, cold and cruel. "Balance? That relic rewrites fate. In his hands, it is a weapon." The watch burned in Kaito's grip. His stomach twisted with dread, yet courage rose. He raised it high, light spilling across the ruins. Arya whispered, "Don't fear it. Let it answer you." The warden's blade gleamed, his clock ticking louder. Kaito's chest thundered with terror and resolve. He knew this was no longer about running. It was about destiny. The ruins trembled as Kronar raised his blade, crimson energy flooding the night. Kaito's chest tightened, fear gnawing at him, yet the watch in his hand pulsed like a living heart. A whisper brushed his mind. "Do not run. Stand." Arya's voice cut through his panic. "Kaito, this is your choice. Trust yourself." Her crimson eyes blazed with both terror and faith. Kronar's laugh echoed, cruel and absolute. "You are a child, clutching a god's weapon. Time bends to me alone." He swung his blade, the air itself splitting. Kaito gritted his teeth, lifting the watch high. Blue light burst out, wrapping him in a radiant aura. His chest no longer shook with fear, it burned with defiance. "No, time doesn't belong to you. It belongs to those who fight for it." The clash shook the ruins. Kronar's crimson aura roared against Kaito's blue flames, each pulse like thunder. The leader staggered, cracks spreading across his armor, his clock sputtering. "Impossible!" Kronar hissed, his form breaking apart in shards of crimson light. With one final scream, he was consumed by the watch's glow. Silence fell. The wardens vanished. Kaito collapsed to his knees, gasping, the watch now dim and calm. Arya knelt beside him, her hand trembling on his shoulder. "You did it! You changed everything!" Kaito smiled faintly, exhaustion heavy in his chest. "No, we did." Above, the night cleared, stars shining brighter than ever. For the first time, Kaito felt not just alive but free.